Okay, so we are live now. Here, here we are. So, so what's going on, everyone? It's Joshua, aka Fish Filmic, doing our 40 reviews here with special guest John Avenger 71985. And and we are here to talk about our most anticipated movies of 2020. So, as you, the, so there are going to be some controversial picks from both of us. So if you don't agree with, so as I'm saying, there, our first comment, Childhood Mayberry, Bad Boys for Life, Black Widow, Birds of Prey. Okay, so th- this is
Okay.
our first. Oh, hello. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're
Can
already
you
live. So it's 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 all right.
put the
So
headphones on because I can't hear you?
hmm
Yeah. Okay.
you hear me now.
Yeah. It's a little low. That's all.
All right, so as I was saying, we are here to talk about our most anticipated movies of the year 2020, the new millennium. As you are aware, the 2010s is reaching its end because we are
Mm-hmm.
now in December. And what better way to kick off my most anticipated of 2020 list? Well, to bring in a good friend of mine, John Avenger 71985. He does have a list of his own, and so does I. So there are going to be some controversial picks. So if you are excited or not excited, or if you don't see one, hear one that's not on there, don't get upset. Comment down below as we're talking about them, and after this is over and upload to YouTube, and we will, and I will read the comments, and we'll get this thing started. Another thing I'm gonna have to point out, just because John Avenger 71985 has a different opinion than mine, does not mean you have the right to bash him or myself. Any negative comments will be
Mm-hmm.
removed and
And
they will be
blocked it.
reported.
Okay, hold
So
on.
yeah, blocked.
So no.
Because as you all aware, as you're all aware, I do not tolerate negative comments. So let's keep it cool. Let's have a nice, friendly discussion.
There.
And
Some yellow
without further ado, let's get started counting down. Now, my list
paper.
is mhm, my list is pretty different from John Avenger's list. So he's gonna since he's our guest, he's gonna he's gonna go first. So his I have different we have different lists here, so I'm pretty so we'll get started. here with John Avenger. So John Avenger, you
Yeah.
you can go ahead and give your list.
Well, I had to change some of it because some movies got delayed. Some films aren't coming out next year, and others are probably coming out in a different time. Hold on. But yeah, I still have pretty much my number one, of course. But I'm going to start with five and work my way up.
All right. So yeah, and even if the list changed, that's fine.
Yeah. So five is a movie that got delayed. It was supposed to come out in March of 2020, but it got pushed to November. So now my number five is Kong versus Godzilla.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, that one. It
That's
got pushed,
that's
so
yeah,
it's lower on the list now.
now yeah, I agree with you on my number five. Now I have a whole other list, but I'll put my complete list in the description after this is over. But we're just gonna go with our top five, and if you want to, you can talk about movies that you're not anticipating as well. So
Hmm.
in fifth place, we both have Godzilla versus Kong. Now, this I am very interested to see how it's turn out. I am a fan of both Godzilla and Kong. So far, the MonsterVerse has been doing its job. I am one of those people who defend the 2014 Godzilla film, and it is my favorite. It
Hmm.
was my favorite Godzilla film until King of the Monsters. Kong Skull Island was a nice way to bring back King Kong after a long absence, and
Hmm.
Godzilla King of the Monsters, despite a lot of the mixed reception and the movie not doing too well at the box office, it was still a somewhat success with audiences. And King of the Monsters, I am on the side who does like this movie. It is going to end up on my best of 2019. But Godzilla vs. Kong, this was supposed to come out on March 13th, but it was all before
They
that March
pushed it.
13th. It was also set to come out in May, but they pushed it. They pushed, and I am disappointed that they did push this movie back in November. I'm honestly okay with it because it'll give them more time to learn from their mistakes with Godzilla King of the Monsters, and it'll give them time to make sure the fight are done well. I know you're
Hold
hit
on.
and miss on some of the cast.
Hmm.
I know you're hit and miss with some of the cast, like Millie Bobby Brown and Jessica
Yeah, she
Chastain
just did nothing
and
for
Michael
me.
Hall, but you do have some actors in here who are good. You have Kyle Chandler. I liked him.
She
You
was
have
okay, and
Alexander Skarsgård, who I don't mind. You have Isaac Gonzalez from Baby Driver, which that's always a plus. So you're not
yeah,
gonna hear me say
she's
anything negative
fine.
about Isaac Gonzalez.
She at least has
So
some talent.
so when it comes to Godzilla versus Kong, the only thing I'm worried about is this probably won't be good, but I am. But as soon as the trailer drops, hopefully we'll get a glimpse of what the movie will look like. Because so far, the only thing you have right now is behind the scenes photos. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. Hopefully this does well because I do want to see the MonsterVerse go from here, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Hmm.
So number five for me is Godzilla vs Kong.
Hmm.
So it's your turn. You can go.
Number four. I
You
changed
can
my
you
number
can
four.
explain. Yeah, number four.
What? Number four, I changed it because
You
there's a
can
film
go
coming
with
out.
your number four.
Yeah, it's a film that's coming out soon in January because there's other films that I want to see more that for adults, and this one is the third Bad Boys movies for life. I want to see this one. I forgot to put it on my list, and when I did my own list on YouTube, but I want to see this because there hasn't been a Bad Boys movie in a long time, and I know Michael Bay's not doing this one, but I still want to see Will Smith and Martin Lawrence come back, and hopefully it's original and not a copy of the first two.
I admit, Bad Boys for Life. It looks pretty awesome. You have the two directors who are directing this. I they It looks like from the trailers they know what they're doing. It still looks pretty funny. It's great to see Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back, and
Yeah.
especially the first trailer where you do have Vanessa Hudgens and the guy from who's dating
Hmm.
Camila Mendez. That part was pretty funny where he says, "Y'all will never do that." That what they're trying to say in the Bad Boy song, but Will and Martin is like,
Mhm.
"No, y'all will never do that."
Yeah.
And but yeah, January 17th.
Teenth.
I just
Yeah.
gotta say,
That's
January
close.
17th.
So
This looks
for a
this
January
looks
film, it's going to
good.
be a lot better than half of the movies we got in this decade, like these bad horror films and unfunny comedies. Yeah, I'll take this. I don't think it could be any
Yeah,
worse than like the last.
yeah,
I don't know what was a bad uh action film that came out in January. Like,
yeah. I gotta say, I can see why Jaquez is excited for Bad Boys for Life. Yeah,
yeah,
but
it
I'm gonna
has to
let
be
you go on and
something.
continue.
Because Lethal Weapon, we got four movies, and now we got a watered down TV show. At least with this, we're getting the same actors back for a third film. So I'm more excited for this than some other action films that just reboot, or they're gonna remake it, or they're gonna do a prequel, or I'll take this over another Die Hard movie because it's been too long since the last one. So
But yeah, Bad Boys for Life. It can be fun, but it
hmm
can be worse. That was John's number four.
hmm
My number four. This is gonna get pretty controversial. Birds of Prey. I know you're not excited for it at all. I know there are people who don't like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. That's cool. That's all right with me. There's no real reason to argue about it because there's
hmm
nothing I can say that's gonna change your mind. But I put this on here because I am a fan of the DC Cinematic Universe. I heavily defend Man of Steel and BVS. Suicide Squad, looking back at it, it's okay, but I wish it was Batman Assault on Arkham.
hmm
Wonder Woman is awesome, but I will
Awesome.
get to
Yeah.
her when I get to my number one.
hmm
Justice League, despite its problems, is a lot better than Dark Phoenix. I'm gonna say
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
it
say it.
is. I'd rather sit through that. At least
And
it's shorter.
and Aquaman was a fun time. I
Yeah, I saw
really
that
enjoyed
this year.
Aquaman. I had a lot of fun with it,
Lots of colors and
and
personality.
it's a lot, yeah, definitely a lot of color and personality. I am looking forward to seeing what they do with Aquaman 2 in
hmm
2022. And Shazam
My
was a
favorite
welcoming
so far.
surprise. I did not expect to like Shazam at all. From the trailer, funny, but I was worried like this is good. This is not going to be as funny. But Shazam surprised me. But Birds of Prey, I am interested because of the cast, not just because Margot Robbie. You also have Ewan McGregor. You got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Journey Smollett, Bill, and who knows? This could end up sucking
Yeah, I don't think
completely.
it's gonna be
But
Joker, man. I'm sorry. That was masterfully done. This seems like a really stupid comedy with girls. And you know what happened this year with the wokeness of Charlie's Angels and Dark Fate and Dark Phoenix. Yeah, they all failed.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even
If
an
it
R
does
rating
end up
can't
being
save it.
Charlie's Angels,
Yeah.
even if it does, if I do end up hating it, it won't be as bad as Charlie's Angels. but
because an R rating didn't save Dark Fate. It
they're
still
not for
flopped.
others. Yeah, I will agree with you. Even though I do like Dark Fate, you kind of wasted the potential there with the R
Hmm.
rating. You could
They
really
did. They
go
should have just
go
went
places there.
full blown action movie. Just the girl. You could want to have girls. That's fine, but make it bloody. Make it an original story and do something different. That's all I wanted. Not
Hmm.
woke Terminator 2 done again. Just worse. That's what I've heard
Yeah,
anyway.
but yeah, yes. Suicide. Yeah, Birds of Prey. I will give you credit to what credit is due. I do appreciate the fact that it is R-rated, but there is some. But I'm not gonna get my hopes too high because I want to
Hmm.
lower my expectations just a little bit.
Yeah, it comes out in February,
But
so
it
it's
comes
cold.
out. Yeah, it comes out on Valentine's Day, but we'll see what happens. Nevertheless, I'm still interested in Birds of Prey. So we'll move on and we're gonna go with John Avenger. By the way, we will talk about our movies, our honorable mentions, and movies that we're not anticipating. So just to let
Hmm.
you all know. But anyways, John Avenger, you can go to number three.
Yeah, number three is a DC movie that I am looking forward to, the only one so far, and it's a sequel to the first blockbuster hit from 2017, and it's Wonder Woman 84, 1984.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the
That's
first
not
one,
my number one, but I'll get to it.
yeah, yeah, the first one was a really good film with a woman that didn't have to pander, except for the female only screenings. That was dumb. They don't need to do that this time. The ending I thought was a little bit weak. I thought it was too CGI ish for me, and I wanted more or just hand to hand combat instead of like a video game cutscene. But other than that, the first movie was awesome. So this one, let's hope that the fighting is more hand to hand and not as much CG as the first one or Black Panther. Just more like a John Wick fight. That would be awesome. We see what's going on. There's not too much of the CG. That's all I want. I mean, I don't mind her flying or whatever. That's fine. But if they use too much CG, it looks too video gamey for me.
Well, I didn't mind the final battle in Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, because she is a hero with powers, so it is to be
Hmm.
expected. And not to mention, Patty Jenkins is also not only directing this one, but she's also writing the sequel. And
Hmm.
Gal Gadot is one of the
I think that's going to
producers,
help because
and
Zack Snyder's not involved this time. So,
and how can you not mention Kristen Wiig playing Cheetah?
oh yeah,
I love
yeah. I
Kristen
love I
Wiig.
love her voice. Yeah, I love her voice. I hope this is a step up from Fembusters. She needs this because she hasn't done a hit film for a while that wasn't animated, and she should be a good villain. I just want it to be a fight that I can see what's happening, and that it's not she comes at the very end. She has to be a consistent villain because in the first one it was mostly Danny Houston and the soldiers, and then that was fine. But then when he dies, it's like the movie. I'm like, her and this guy and Ares. I just thought it was a little bit rushed.
But yeah, the trailer comes out on December 8th. I can't wait to see the trailer. I've been waiting for this. Now it was supposed to come out this year, but Dark
Yeah, they pushed
Phoenix.
it. Dark Phoenix. Thanks a
This is
lot.
y'all. It's y'all fault. Even though I
Hmm.
don't hate that movie, I still gotta give you some blame. But
Hmm.
Gal Gadot, I love her. I loved her ever since I first saw her in Fast Five.
Hmm.
And to all the people who trash her and Brie Larson, I got something to say to you.
Yeah.
You you don't know what a strong female character is if it bit you in the ice cream cone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You people is
Hmm.
giving Brie Larson and Gal Gadot so much crap for Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel that at this point, not only I'm fed up, but people who like Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman are also fed up with it too. But mostly the hate towards Bori.
Yeah,
Because
it
of
came out of nowhere.
so
It's like,
much.
oh, she sucks because she's so overpowered. Again, you're gonna get that in 3 weeks in episode 9. So you're getting the exact same thing except not explained. So they can fight me on that one. But anyway,
And
yeah.
and plus, you people want to sit up here and say that Bori is racist. That's honestly,
I don't remember that.
I'm gonna say it. They said because she hates white men. That's bullshit.
It is.
But at this point, Wonder Woman 84 with for you, I'll talk about more about it in when I get to number one. But
Hmm.
I can see definitely why you're excited for it. The trailer
Hmm.
I is gonna be awesome. Do what you did with the first movie with the trailers, and don't try not to show too much.
Yeah, just show the first trailer, a teaser, and I'm sold. I don't need 3 trailers.
Yeah, with the three trailers that we got for Frozen 2 this year, they worked because they didn't reveal too much. And
Hmm.
I appreciated that with Frozen 2. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's John Avengers number 3. My number 3 is I'm gonna is a mix between it's a hang on, it's a mix between Morbius and Black Widow. Now, I'll just talk with Black Widow first.
Hmm.
People I've people's been waiting for a Black Widow movie for a long time, but the fact that it's taken up to this point to get it, I am happy that we are getting the Black Widow movie because I without Scarlett Johansson and without Black Widow, you wouldn't have any other MCU female characters. I wouldn't have my favorite MCU character, who is the Avatar right now, as we're doing
Hmm.
this. You wouldn't have Brie Larson. You wouldn't have Tessa Thompson. ScarJo, Gwyneth Paltrow set the stage for MCU female characters, even if you don't like most of them. But Black Widow, I'm interested. I've never heard the director, but
Hmm.
the only thing that scares me is the two people writing this movie because the last movie they wrote was kind of weak. And
We'll see.
some of the supporting
Oh.
cast, I'm a little that now. I'm not gonna complain about Florence Pugh. I don't mind her. I'm not gonna complain about David Harbour. I think, yeah, it is David Harbour. He was the best thing
Hmm.
in Hellboy 2019. The same goes for Kristen Wiig. She was the only character I gave a crap about in Fanbusters 2016. But
Hmm.
they couldn't save those movies effectively. But Rachel Weisz, I'm hit and miss on her half the time. There are some movies
Yeah,
I think she's
definitely.
decent. There are some movies I feel like she's okay. You're trying too hard. I don't mind. I
Hmm.
don't mind you as an actress, but try not. Please don't try too hard, Black Widow. And I can't wait to see what that trailer is going to be. And Scarlett Johansson is producing the movie with Kevin Feige, so oh, we got a comment. The SpongeBob movie on the run is put a smile on my face seeing Keanu Reeves, Black Widow, The Eternals, Halloween Kills, Chaos Walking, Wonder Woman 2. Chaos Walking is delayed. I delayed. It was
Yeah,
supposed
it
to come
is. It
out
got delayed again.
next year,
It was
but
supposed to come out this year in March, but it got delayed because Tom Holland's doing Uncharted and other things. But that's fine.
yeah,
If it's on Netflix in a year now, I'm fine. I'm not gonna see it, and you guys know why.
yeah, I know. All right. So Kenneth, if you do watch this video, please don't dislike the video because of that. But Black Widow is the 24th movie in the MCU.
Hmm.
It's hard to believe that we are 24 movies into this franchise. I've stuck with this franchise ever since the first Iron Man, I'm not giving up on this franchise. Never.
No.
You and because we got a lot of movies coming out we're gonna get more Doctor Strange in next decade, more of Carol Danvers. Again,
Hmm.
screw all you haters out there. And we're getting TV shows, especially WandaVision,
Yeah,
which is my most
Disney
anticipated
Plus
show.
shows.
So Black Widow is gonna look awesome. Now, the second one I added in on number 3, you can disagree with me here, but Morbius.
Yeah, just I don't trust Sony.
I
That's all.
ho- though yeah, that's the only thing that's holding me back from being fully excited is Sony because Sony I- they're a good movie company. They can make good movies. It's just with Venom, which I'll
Yes.
talk about the sequel to that when we get into my least anticipated because that movie just angered me to death.
Yeah, it hurt my
It
stomach.
had a few it had a few positives, but I can't. But in a way, I can kind of watch it and laugh at it, but I'm still mad at it. Morbius, Jared Leto, I like him as an actor. I think he wasn't the problem with his Joker. The problem was they didn't give him enough to do and
They give him
made other
nothing.
characters the
Mm.
villain. And I loved him in Blade Runner 2049, even though I
Yeah.
wish he was in it a little more. But the guy's a good actor. He can act his ass off, and it's been a long time since we last got a good vampire movie. So I am hoping
Yeah, since maybe
for
Blade,
the
I think, or yeah, or Dracula Untold was
I
okay, but
I am hoping that this does bring the vampire genre back in full swing with being a superhero vampire horror film, and I don't mind the supporting cast here. Adria Arjona and Tyrese Gibson. I don't mind the supporting cast here. So Morbius, we'll see what happens. I'll wait to watch a trailer before I make my final judgment on whether I want to see it or not. So that's my number 3. Now, John Avengers is gonna give his number 2.
hmm yeah. Number two is another film coming out in November, before Godzilla versus Kong, and I am a little bit worried on this because some of the cast I'm not really thing, and it's the characters that I don't know about, and it's Marvel's The Eternals. So I think this could be it could go either way. There could be Guardians or this could be Iron Man 3. Yeah. And yeah, but I am interested since it's an
Yeah,
MCU movie, but I know nothing about these characters. I've never seen them in the cartoons or in the comics. I've never read up about them. They're just like they're OP, guardians of the universe, basically that are that can't be touched. That's all I know.
that's how I was with Doctor Strange. I didn't know who he was, and look how
I've read about him, Doctor Strange. I knew him from the cartoons, but these characters I know nothing about. Absolutely nothing.
that's how a lot of people are with Guardians of the Galaxy. But look, they're
Hmm.
all they're hits. But the Eternals, I agree with you. I don't mind Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, she's probably the only one I'm rooting for.
At least, and Salma Hayek, I don't mind her either. And some of the cast is a little iffy, but
It
they do
is,
have
yeah.
some time. And I do have faith in the director, and
You
I'm
have
pretty
the
sure
guy from Game of Thrones.
this will look
You have
say it
Richard
again.
Madden. I've never heard of him. Ma Dong Siak. I've never heard of him. And Gemma Chan. I didn't care for her in Captain Marvel. Sorry. I thought she was a diet Guardians of the Galaxy character. And you also have Kamal Nanjiani. Hopefully, in this movie, he'll work better than in Men in Black International and Stuber, because he could be really funny. I like his accent; it doesn't bother me. He's funny. He could be funny, but if you just shoehorn him in there in the movie, it's gonna feel forced. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will look pretty good for. I just hope this is more on Guardians of the Galaxy and not like Thor and not like Iron, Iron Man 3. Even though
Yeah,
I have a soft spot for Iron Man 3, but I
it's
do
just
like
I
the
don't
rest
like the
of
supporting
the
cast.
Darren
I like
Criss.
Robert Downey Jr., Don Cheadle, and Gwyneth Paltrow and John Favreau, the people from the first two. Here, the other ones, they made me cringe.
But yeah, the Eternals. w- We'll see what happens. It comes out in
Yeah,
November,
I have a year to wait,
but yeah,
so I have a lot of thinking to do. I gotta research them to see how they are in the comics,
it's,
and
yeah. So am I. So yeah, the Eternals. This even if the movie is a bit of a letdown, it's not gonna destroy the MCU
no,
like
I
it did
just
in
think that
Morbius. So
yeah, it didn't $1 billion. I don't think this one will make $1 billion. I think maybe the other films will, like Shang-Chi, Guardians 3, the next Spider-Man
I'm
movie. Yeah,
actually in,
those.
I'm actually interested in Shang-Chi and Doctor
Yeah,
Strange
it's
in the
something different.
Multiverse of Madness.
It's different. It's
Shang-Chi
something different.
is yeah, it's
Asian
martial arts,
culture. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I like Asian culture. Into why I think I like Into the Dragon so much, and
Yeah.
but
There's no way it's gonna be as bad as Iron Fist. There's no way.
but yeah,
Shang-Chi.
the
So
the the Eternals. I'm interested. It, but yeah, my number three is the SpongeBob movie three. It's a
yeah, that's my honorable
Sponge.
mention. Sponge on the Run.
Now this is Sponge on the One. I've loved SpongeBob ever since I was a child, and
Hmm.
rest in peace, Steven Hillenburg. Thank you for giving
Hmm.
me giving us an awesome character. Wish he
Hmm.
was still here, but
Your legacy will live
the news
on.
you had, your legacy will live on. But I like the first SpongeBob movie. I love the
Hmm.
TV show, even with the newer seasons. They're not as
Yeah,
good
I
as the
still.
older seasons, but they are. But they're a lot better than half of the newer seasons of The Simpsons. I'll tell you that
Definitely.
much.
It's shorter and it's
But
not as crass, and yeah, it's harmless.
but yeah, the first movie was great. I liked
Yeah.
what they did in the first movie. Scarlett Johansson is Mindy,
Mm,
and
mm.
Plankton doing actually getting what he wants. Sponge Out Water is easily my favorite. I do,
Yeah, that made me
even
laugh a
though
lot.
people say, even though I do understand some people being disappointed the fact that they weren't fully CGI for the whole movie, but it lived up to that at the end of the movie with
Hmm.
especially with Squidward and SpongeBob using having superpowers like the Avengers.
Yeah, that was
That
funny.
had
That
me
made me
cracking
smile.
up.
Yeah, it was something different and it was unexpected.
But yeah, SpongeBob 3, it people I have heard the constant complaint that it is kind of like a retread of the episode SpongeBob where Gary goes missing, but the way it's presented in the trailers is done differently.
Yeah, I smiled
And
and I love Tom Kenny's voice. So
yeah, Tom Kenny, Bill Baggy, Roger Bumpus, Clancy Brown. It's sure, Mr.
yeah.
Squidward. Now get back to work.
Sonic.
And
Yeah, well, Sonic
Caroline
is
Lawrence.
probably a maybe for me because it was supposed to come out
Yeah,
this year.
Caroline Lawrence.
Hmm.
Yeah, Caroline Lawrence, and then you have the man himself, Mr. Keanu Reeves. I like him as an actor. Is he's always good to see Keanu Reeves, and he was good in Toy Story 4 earlier this summer. I didn't expect to hear him as an animated character. It looks fun. The animation looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it's
I
CG,
do,
but it's
and
cute.
I do like the fact that they are gonna pay homage to its creator, which I
Hmm.
liked earlier this year in Captain Marvel and in Avengers Endgame.
Hmm.
So the SpongeBob movie three, Sponge on the Run, it should be fun.
Hmm.
Now we get into number two. John Avenger, you go ahead and give your number two.
I already did. It was Eternals. So you can go, I
Oh,
guess.
what? Oh, wait a minute. Five, number four, number three.
Yeah, I gave my
Did you
my
give me
number
number
two
three?
is yeah, it was Wonder Woman 84.
Oh,
I'm up to
oh,
one,
yeah.
but you
No,
can do your
number two.
hmm
Yeah, I've did my number two, so I guess we'll do our number one, then we'll talk about our honorable mentions, then we'll go into our movies that we're not excited for
yeah, there's
because
plenty of
I
those,
need
so
to get five of those off. I need to get five of those off my chest.
hmm
So, what's your number one?
yeah, you guys know
Yeah,
who
I
it
already
is.
know what it is.
Yeah, it's another Marvel movie, and this one I'm more
Scarlett
sure of.
Johansson.
Yeah, she's my favorite, one of my favorite actresses ever. Black Widow has been in the MCU since the second Iron Man, and I've been with her ever since. And this is gonna be, like with people that were sad that she was the one to go in Endgame. At least here we have another chapter of her life that we didn't see. So I'm looking forward to this. I only care about Scarlett Joe for the most part. Her new costume looks awesome. I want to just see a good action movie with Scarlett Johansson, redeeming her after Ghost in the Shell flopped. And well, Lucy did well, but she died in that. So hopefully this one will be what I'm looking for because there's no Avengers next year, so I got to take what I can get. But I'm looking willing
Yeah,
to meet them halfway.
yes, and I've heard a lot of criticism over the way she got killed in Avengers Endgame, but I was like, what else can you do? It was
Yeah.
either her or Hawkeye, and somebody has to go. And the Russos, I heard them in the commentary for Endgame talk about that. So
hmm
it will it did break me seeing that in Endgame, but she did in the words she did what she had to do to save her only family. But yeah, Black Widow should be a fun time, and I'm glad you have it as your number one.
Yeah.
So my number one, you know this was coming, and let me cut on my camera because I'm just gonna come out and say it because then I'll cut it back off. So I love this actress ever since Fast Five. I think she's gorgeous. She may have she may be from Israel and she may not have the largest chest size in the world, but it don't really matter to me. And that movie is Wonder Woman 1984. Now I do own the first movie on DVD and Blu-ray as well as digital, so I love the first movie a lot. It is still a 10 out of 10 for me personally. Even with that fight at the end, it was a good way to represent female empowerment the right way. Do you hear me?
hmm
Charlie's Angels 2019.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Charlie's Angels 2019.
Yeah. At least
But
this
anyway,
director did a good
Gal
movie
Gadot.
before Wonder Woman. So
Yeah, Gal Gadot. I like her as an actress. Chris Pine. He is gonna be good to see him again. Patty
hmm
Jenkins also helping writing and producing it and directing it. That's
yeah.
awesome. I'm pretty sure Gal Gadot. And next year we're gonna be. I'm gonna end up. We're gonna be seeing three more Gal Gadot with this, Death on the Nile, and the movie that she's supposed to do with The Rock. So I'm expecting. I'm happy about it. I can't have too much Gal Gadot in my life. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, all I want from this movie is a good enough is an awesome fight with her and Kristen Wiig throwing down Cheetah to show Kristen Wiig Cheetah because she I'm pretty sure we know who she looks like without before she turns as Cheetah, and she looks pretty sexy wearing glasses
Yeah.
from the onset photo. And Kristen
Yeah. That
Wiig,
photo was a
she's
long
the
time
best
ago, so I
thing
don't
in
remember it.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, and Kristen Wiig, I like Bridesmaids, Despicable Me, and we do have Minions 3. That is an honorable mention, but I'll get to that. But this, even though it's gotten delayed, I hope when I do see the trailer and when I do see this movie, the delay is worth it because I don't
Hmm.
because and I'm pretty sure people there's gonna be people bashing Wonder Woman 84. Fine. If you don't like strong
Yeah,
female
don't
characters,
care.
then
The new
go watch
decade,
it.
I don't. I could care less. I couldn't care less because I'm like I
2000,
like the first one.
yeah,
So
in 2020, I'm done with all the people who give Gal negativity and Brie negativity. When I do my best
hmm
movies in 2019, I Captain Marvel. I'm gonna say what I feel about Brie, and I'm not holding back. I've held back long
yeah,
enough.
the gloves are
But
off now.
Wonder, hmm so yeah, that's my number one most anticipated movie of 2019, Wonder Woman 1984. Now, before we get into our movies that we do not look forward to, we do have quite a few honorable mentions. And before I go
Yeah,
into my honorable mentions, I'm gonna let my good friend John go into his.
yeah. I have a couple here, so it's not five. It's like six. I had more, but I probably forgot. But the one of them is SpongeBob, Sponge out of, on the Run. I know you put it in your list. I'm looking forward to this. I hope it's funny. It's a third one, so sometimes the third one usually sucks, but this one hopefully is cute like the first two, and I'm just hoping that it appeals to adults and to kids. Next is Dune, the
Mm,
2020 reimagining of Dune, done by the great director Denis Villeneuve. Who, if you've seen his work, this guy is an artist. If you've
more Rebecca
seen,
Ferguson.
yeah, exactly. Hopefully, this will be her year because 2019 was just awful for her. All the films she was a villain and they all flopped. So she deserves better than that. But Dune, it's a reimagining of the Lynch film from the 80s. Massive cast, a great director who worked on Prisoners, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049, all visually stunning.
Yeah, Sakari. It's the first
I haven't seen
Sicario.
Sicario because I'm not a Emily Blunt
The
fan, but I still want to see that once at least.
that
But this director, he's a artist. He's like the French Canadian Christopher Nolan.
yeah
He really is. So like his films look
yeah he
fantastic.
yeah Prisoners. Yeah, it is a tough movie to get through, but I
It
understand
is. It's a
Blade
little
Runner
bit too dark.
2049
I
is
was like,
easily
yeah,
20
is best.
2049 is easily my favorite movie from him. A lot
Yeah,
of
his it's
people
visually
was saying
stunning.
the action movie was that. What you think was going? I love the cat movie too. Ryan Gosling, Ana de Armas, who she was great in Knives Out, which I'm uploading my review of that.
Yeah, I hope that's
Yeah,
good because my friend says
Dune.
it was
I
good,
haven't
but
seen the
it did
84.
okay.
Eh,
The Dune
Now
movie, I haven't
the
seen it
original
either,
Dune
but I
I
want to
haven't
watch it.
seen. Do want to
I
give it a chance.
Yeah, if it's on Netflix, I'll watch
Do
it
want to
next
get
year.
see it. And plus, this is supposed to be the first. This is the first of two, so we are looking at a two-part film here. So it's gonna be
Like
good.
it,
John
right?
Brolin, Jason Momoa, lovely Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah,
Hmm.
like it. Rebecca Ferguson. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with who we both have to say. I love Rebecca
Yeah, and
Ferguson.
so
Ever
does
since Once
Jaquez
Upon a
and
Time in
Levy and all these other
Shoes
guys.
Please.
That's still a sexy
Especially
line.
when she says shoes please. I can't
Mm.
but yeah, even Zendaya, it looks this is gonna be
It's a
this should
massive cast.
be a good time.
Yeah, visually stunning,
Now
definitely.
you
There's
can
no
go
way
on
this
with
movie's gonna look
you
cheap.
you, you can go on with your honorable the rest of your honorable mentions.
Yeah, next is Minions 2, because the first one made me laugh out loud in the theater. The Despicable Me films, yeah, they're mixed, but they make me laugh. And they're colorful characters in
I
Minions. I want to see where they go next.
I enjoy the first two the Despicable Me movies. I I'm in the minority. I like them a lot. I think they're fun.
Hmm.
They put a smile on my face, and the minions they're not as annoying as people say they are. And I like the
Yeah, they make
franchise.
me laugh.
Minions too. Yeah, especially Bob is easily my favorite of the minions.
Hmm.
But yeah, Minions. two, it should it should be fine. Now, now let's see what honorable mentions Mr. John Avenger has.
The other one is the last Bond movie with Daniel Craig, No Time to Die. This has to be a step up from Spectre because I did not like Spectre. I was bored half the time. I thought it was uneventful. Having Blofeld be the villain and being weird. Yeah, I just hope this is better. That's all I want,
Yeah.
to be a step up
No,
from Spectre and
not
more
to
like
mention
Skyfall or
with
Casino
Spectre,
Royale.
not to mention, not to mention with Spectre, you underused Monica Bellucci. She should have been the
Yeah,
main
how dare
character,
they?
but
Yeah, Leah Sedal
you,
she was way too young for Daniel Craig for me, in my opinion.
yeah, I didn't mind her, but that was a bit of a problem. But on with this
It
one, we have
was.
Ana de Armas. We have Ana de,
Hmm.
who I enjoy. I like her.
Miley
She's
Cyrus,
Catwoman
Camilla
from
Kirchner's
SpongeBob
mix. Yeah, just those eyes. Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to it, and I enjoyed the James Bond movies. So
You have a dog?
this could go either way. That's
Hmm.
he. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. It's No Time to Die. Hopefully, this is a good send off, and
Yeah.
whoever's the next Bond, I'll be there.
Hmm.
Now, you're you're like if you have the last honorable mention, or you
I
go
have
ahead
two
and finish
more.
out.
One is Pixar's first film. I think
Okay.
is Pixar's second film of two films, which I don't think they need two films next year. But the one I want to see is Soul. It's from the creators of Inside Out, which I thought was really well done. It looks interesting. The trailer's colorful. It's got a lot of heart to it. Jamie Foxx's casting is really well done. Uh, and it should be interesting. I like the premise of it, so it's gotta be like probably like just as enjoyable as Inside Out. So, and Pixar always does great animation
Mhm.
anyway. So
Yeah, I'm excited to see Soul. I wasn't at first. It is still I'm still questioning it, but it looks good, and I like Jamie Foxx as an actor. Always have ever since the Ray Charles movie, and the guy is really
oh
good
yeah,
in
Ray,
it.
I heard it was really good. Yeah. Hmm.
And he's in Just Mercy this month with Michael B. Jordan and Brie Larson. So anything
Yeah,
I will see.
that might be on my list soon, but we'll see when that comes out. I'll check
But
when
yeah,
that's coming out.
Soul looks interesting, but Onward I'm interested in seeing in that one. Tom Holland, Chris Pratt. It looks pretty cool too. But Soul, it should be fine. Your number one honorable mention.
Oh yeah, Just Mercy's coming out on Christmas Day in limited release, so that's not for 2020, so that
Hmm.
doesn't count. The last one is yes, I know I'm gonna get things. I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this. I don't care. The 2020 Ghostbusters movie. I know Fembusters sucked, guys. I saw your reactions. I saw reviews. I saw the trailers. It was painful. I know, but this one has to be better than that. There's no way it could be any worse. I know Harold Ramis passed away. It sucks, but I think that this could be a better nod to in his memory than what we got a few years ago, because that hurt everybody that saw it. And the trailer just showed the Ecto one. That's all I need. That will put a
Yeah,
smile on my face more than what we got last time. Oof.
yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to Ghostbusters 3. I like the first two. I hated that god awful 2016 Fembusters because you shoved an agenda down my throat and you made the guys look like assholes. I hated
Yeah,
that.
that wasn't good.
But yeah, Busters 3, you have the original cast and you got Paul Rudd, so I can't go
Hmm.
wrong with Paul Rudd. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like him as Ant Man, and we are getting Ant Man the Wasp story in the
yeah.
MCU. It is happening.
Thank
So
goodness.
yeah, Ghostbusters 3. Yeah, because I do want to see more of the Ladybug, if you know what I mean.
Mm, mm.
But yeah, um, Ghostbusters 3, this got to be better.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
Mm-hmm. Because
Now,
we got so many bad comedies.
yeah, we've had a lot of terrible comedies in this
Hmm.
decade, and
Hmm.
we need as a comedy is a comedy's job to make me laugh. If I'm not laughing, you're gonna get very bad reaction out of me. But yeah, Ghostbusters 2020 should this is gonna be better than that crappy Filmbusters movie. There,
Yeah,
I
there's no
said
way
it.
it could be
Is
worse.
it,
Yeah, there's no way, guys, because this isn't like Dark Fate where nobody asked for it. They could have done it differently, but it's still no one asked for that. With this, we need a palate cleanser because that last movie was so awful and it pissed everybody off. You know?
hmm Even though there are some people who actually liked 2016 movie, which I don't get
No,
it, but it's their
I can't
opinion. I
watch it.
respect that.
I can't watch it. I just if I have it digitally, I've never watched it because I don't want to be in pain.
But yeah, my honorable mentions are quite different, and
Hmm.
some of them on here you can, yeah, is there will be some controversy here in mine. So I have eight honorable mentions. Number eight, this is a controversial one. Don't say I didn't warn you, but Gunpowder Milkshake. This has
Never heard of
Karen
it.
Gillan,
Never heard of it.
Carla
So I can't hate
Gugino,
something I
Angela
don't know.
Bassett. It's it's scheduled to come out next year. Carla Gugino, Karen Gillan, and
Let
Angela
me look that
Bassett.
up. I never
It
heard
should
of
be
it.
fun.
Gunpowder or some gunpowder.
Gunpowder Milkshake.
It sounds like a song. Gunpowder milkshake. That sounds like a
I know
parody song.
that's what it it definitely does sound like a parody song.
Well, it has it's
But yeah,
yeah, directed by Navat Pupashado. I never heard of him. Oh, it's got two actors from Game of Thrones. Okay, but let me see who when it's supposed to come out. I never heard of it, so I'm like, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. It could end up being like one of those guilty pleasures for me next year, but I'm just a little concerned.
that's yeah. I know you are,
But
but me, I'm interested. It could be bad, but whatever happens with Gunpowder Milkshake is not gonna upset me as much as what Charlie's Angels 2019 did. And plus, I like
yeah,
Karen Gillian, even if you don't, but I do appreciate you giving credit to her where credit was due for Endgame. And I like we both like Carla Giugino, Sin City,
yeah,
Watchmen,
definitely the
Spy
Spy
Kids,
Kids films. Yeah, she's
all,
gorgeous. Like I would run through mud for her.
and Angela Bassett. I always like her
Hmm.
growing up, so this could be fun.
Yeah,
Number
it doesn't say a date.
seven
Yeah.
is yeah, number seven, Fantasy Island. I did tell my mom about this, and she is not happy with the fact that they're making it into a horror film. I've never watched the original show. I didn't exist in the 70s, 80s,
Me
but
neither, and not in the
Fantasy
70s. Yeah.
Island. I thought Fantasy Island. It looks decent. It's from the same director, Truth or Dare. The only concern I have is that that you'll repeat the same thing over again. And Truth or Dare
Mhm.
is not a great movie, but it's still a guilty pleasure, at least for me. And plus, you have Maggie Q in there. It's good to see her again. Nikita
Mhm.
herself, Cordia Doubleday, Michael Pena. You have Ari Montgomery herself, Lucy Hale, your local
Mhm.
girl. Besides Caitlin
Mhm.
Dever.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hopefully, this is R because if this is PG-13, I'm really gonna be upset. because this should be art. It's fantasy island, and plus they're each of them seeing their own fantasy. So you gotta at least make it art. And Columbia Pictures, come on, don't fail me,
Mm-hmm.
because Lucy Hill, she needs a good scary movie at least. Number six, we have Halloween Kills. I loved Halloween 2018. It was awesome seeing Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers go head to head in the direct sequel to the original film, ignoring the the other movies. Michael Myers doing what he do best. I really
Mm-hmm.
enjoy it. I did have a few issues,
I like the
but
title.
Halloween Kills,
At least it's not
Halloween
Halloween
2018.
2.
It was, yeah,
People said it
Halloween
was the greatest
2018
hits of the
still looked.
original films, but I'm like, I still want to see it once. This one should be just do a
Yeah,
different take. Don't copy the first two, the John Carpenter movie or Halloween 2 from the 80s. Just do your own thing. I like the title. At least it's
yeah,
different.
Halloween Kills, and then in 2021, Halloween Ends. So they did shoot this back to back. We're getting Jamie Lee
Yeah,
Curtis back.
hopefully it
We'll
doesn't.
go.
Yeah.
We'll get some good kills. And Blumhouse, you really did come through with this franchise. You, John Carpenter, and Jamie Lee Curtis, and Universal all pitched in, and you brought the franchise back in full force. So
After the Rob Zombie movies, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, even though I like the 2017 Rob Zombie movie and the H2 movie, I can't stand most of the dialogue in them. But
Yeah, it's
Halloween Kills
painful.
should be awesome. It should be awesome. In sixth place is West Side Story, the remake for Steven Spielberg. Hear me
Hmm.
out. I did see this back. eh, eh, sorry, sorry about that. Now I saw the original back in sophomore year, and because we had to do that for a theater arts class in sophomore year, and I played Officer Krupke in
Hmm.
that.
Just the movie's too
So
long, the
here's
original.
yeah, the original is a long movie, but I I was very impressed with it when I saw it, and then seeing it again on back in 2016, I just loved it even more. So Steven Spielberg, he's a great director. I do think it has potential, and plus with the cast involved, it has potential. Just if you're gonna do it, don't make it as long as the original. You can
Yeah,
have it
three
be long,
hours.
but just don't. Just you can have a long version for this one. Just don't make it 3 hours. At
Yeah, it's
least
just
it should be 2 hours in 2
10
hours
minutes or something
and
like that.
10 minutes the least. But I'm interested, and plus you can't resist musical theater movies, which is
Yeah.
why I didn't resist Frozen 2.
Yeah, that was short, so it didn't need to be 3 hours or 2 hours. It was short and sweet.
So yeah,
Cats just looks frightening. I don't like the CGI in that. I don't like the way it looks.
obviously cats they should just went with practical suits.
Like in the Broadway
However,
show, the CG faces on the bodies just looks really weird and takes me out of it.
but yeah, West Side Story, I have some faith, and it's my number six.
hmm
Number five, we did talk about this. Denise Villeneuve's Dune.
hmm
I have nothing more to say about it. It should be good. Mm, was that yeah no yeah number six?
That was five.
Number
That was five.
yeah oh number five. Yeah,
Number four is
number
next.
four. Number four is Christopher Nolan's Tenet. I love
Yeah,
the
I've heard about
director.
this one.
Mm, I am interested in seeing what he does here. There are some people in the cast that you're not really a fan of, but I don't mind the cast here. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. Inception is absolutely brilliant. Interstellar it's a
Is
long movie, but
it's
I didn't see it like
beautiful.
Interstellar.
It was a
It is
beautiful film.
honestly that yeah, Interstellar is honestly one of the more overlooked and underrated films of this decade because a lot of people just didn't really
I
like
guess it
it.
wasn't dark enough for
I
them.
and
They were like,
plus
"Oh, this should
me
have been darker."
and plus you get to see Mackenzie for it in that movie in that.
Hmm.
So
She's so cute.
Tenant, I'm interested in seeing what Christopher Nolan does with this one. Should be a good time. Now, number yeah, number okay, make sure I did that right. Number eight, number seven, number six, number five, number four.
3 is next.
So, oh yeah, number three is this the Conjuring three. I
Oh,
love the first two Conjuring movies. The second one is easily my favorite. I enjoy the Conjuring universe for the most part. The first Annabelle isn't that great,
ugh.
but Annabelle Creation made up for it, and also Annabelle Creation was a great introduction to Grace Fulton
Hmm.
from
The girl from
Shazam.
Shazam. Yeah.
Annabelle Comes Home. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard it
Annabelle
was
Comes
okay.
Home
But,
was even was yeah, it was pretty good in my eyes. The nine, not too bad,
ugh.
but you could have cut down the jump scares. So the Conjuring three, you have Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga returning.
Hmm.
Even though James Wan's not directing, I still want to give this a chance, and I'm hoping to be just as scared as I was with the first two. So Conjuring three is number three. Number two, A Quiet Place two. Don't hate me, just
It's
listen.
fine.
I like the first Quiet Place. Now, there's not a whole lot of dialogue in it, so even though you're not Emily Blunt fan, she doesn't say a whole lot there. It's mainly sign language, and I
Mm.
loved A Quiet Place. I thought it was terrifying. I liked John Krasinski's direction, and he's coming back to direct this one and write the script. And hopefully, this is not the case of a sequel that ruined the first movie. So
Hmm.
whatever you do with Quiet Place 2, I'm curious to see what they come up with. Number one, yes, I know people are upset about this being remade. I'm fine with it for the most part, but I'm a little skeptical, and that is Disney's Mulan. The Asian
I'm
world,
on the
a lot of
fence on
people
that
are
one.
against this. A lot. That's why I say I'm skeptical. Originally, I was gonna put Top Gun Maverick, but
Hmm.
I thought long and hard about it. Number, yeah, Mulan. I love the 1998 animated original with Ming Na
Yeah.
Wen. I know some people are upset because it's not gonna have any singing in it, but that's
Yeah.
different. Like the Dumbo remake from
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a
this year.
carbon copy like Lion King. Ugh. Just no. No Lion King.
Yeah, yeah, the Dumbo 2019 live action remake. It was different. It tried to be different, and I give it credit for that. I thought it was good. And Mulan, I give it credit here for trying to be different. The actress who plays Mulan, she's Asian. I like. I'm all for Asian culture. So, and we have Jet Li in his first movie in a while.
Hmm.
So, and plus, this looks like it could be PG-13 because considering the fact with the action that is displayed in Caesar.
Yeah.
If you go for, if they go for a PG-13, I will give them a round of applause. And I would rather have these live action remakes be different than to be the same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Carbon copies. I don't want any more Beauty and the Beast or Lion King or Aladdin. I just don't want it. I'm sorry. It's just it looks awful. It doesn't look anything like the originals. They're just carbon copies, you know?
So yeah, word of advice, Disney. If you're gonna do these live action remakes, at least go for something different. If you do Snow White in live action again, please do something different.
Yeah.
Please, I am freaking begging you.
Yeah.
So those are my honorable mentions. Now it's time to get to the movies that we do not anticipate. And oh
At all.
man,
No,
this is
it's a
gonna be fun.
skip. It's yeah. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Number five, I just added a new
Yes.
movie because it's coming out next year. There's already a poster in the theater, and it has a lead that cannot act to save her life, and that's Underwater, starring Kristen Stewart. Ugh, just no. I'm not seeing this. I
Yes.
don't care.
Yes.
I'd rather see
In
Aquaman again. I'm not.
2020, I'm done. I'm done. In 2020, I'm done with her.
Yeah, I've been
I
done with
gave
her
you
for a
two
while.
chances to be a I gave you two chances to be a strong female lead. Both Snow White and the Huntsman and Charlie's Angels. You screwed them both up.
Hmm.
Underwater, I don't really want to see anything else Kristen Stewart does, and people has gotten on to me because I am bashing Kristen Stewart. That's
She's not
fine.
attractive to
I can
me.
take the hate. I can.
She likes both
I
guys and
used
girls. I'm not a fan. Ugh, just
I
no.
used to be attracted to her, but I used to be attracted to her, but now me having Elizabeth Olsen and Brie Larson, and
Yeah,
I
there's more
I
alternatives
have
now.
better than that.
Yeah, we have taste.
Even Caitlin Dever,
Yeah, that nose.
but yeah, I saw the trailer. I'm just like, okay, I'll give you credit. It looks cool. It looks kind of creepy. It looks like it could be something, but the problem is your lead.
Yeah, The Abyss had good actors in it, and so did Titanic and a bunch of other underwater movies. So, or movies on the water. You could do better. Jaws had better actors than this.
Yeah, even Deep Blue Sea, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, this is getting the third movie
I
on
don't know
direct to
why.
video.
Yeah, Jaquez ripped the
Fine.
first one apart. I mean, the second one,
I re-
Deep Blue Sea too.
I tear the second one apart too. But yeah, underwater, you're right to
It's a
skip
skip.
this on your yeah.
Skip
My
it,
number
people. Don't make
five.
this a hit. Yeah, go.
Yeah, my number five. I've been number five. I don't dread this one as much as the number two and number one, but I'm still really against this one. I wish I could say I wish I could get hyped up for this, but I can't because you keep pushing this damn movie back. New Mutants. I
Yeah, that's a
want to
skip.
give. I want to give it a try. I really do. But the fact that you keep put the trailer, it was interesting, and you delay it for 2 whole years, and you have a decent enough cast. Anya Taylor Joy, who was in Glass this year, I don't mind her. She's beautiful. She may have big eyes, but you know what? They don't scare me. But the fact that you keep pushing this movie back, I'm starting to completely give up on this movie. If you're not gonna release it in theaters, at least we'll put it out on Disney Plus or Hulu or direct to video or something. Because at this
Yeah,
point,
or Netflix, because
we
Disney doesn't own. They own Fox, but some of their properties are not there yet on Disney Plus. The X-Men movies are not there, so yet. So I think they're going to take some time with that. But yeah, just release this movie, guys. If it sucks, hey, we're going to get a colorful X-Men movie with Disney soon, so we're fine. We don't want
yeah.
Nightmare on Elm
And the
Street
thing is,
X-Men.
this year you had a good superhero horror movie, in my opinion, with Brightburn. Yes, it
Yeah, I've
was
heard
taking
it was
Superman's origin and did it different, but it's you took Superman's origin and did differently. But James Gunn was the producer. I didn't mind the film. It was pretty gore, especially
Yeah, it's divisive.
for
It's
R
definitely
rated.
a divisive film. I've heard it. Yeah, it's
It is a
divisive. I've
divisive
heard that some
movie,
people
but
just hated it, but I want to see it. Like, if it's on Netflix, I'll watch it, or if it's on cable, I'll watch it alone. Because yeah,
yeah, yeah. New Mutants just released the Dawn movie and get it over with. Now, John Avenger, you can go to your number four.
Yeah. Number four is also going to be a controversial pick, but I don't care. I haven't cared about this franchise. They should have ended it with seven. That's Fast and the Furious 9. Yeah. I didn't see Hobbs and Shaw this year because I didn't like the cast, other than the two leads. I didn't see Fate of the Furious because Charlize Theron is the villain. I don't buy her. And you don't have Paul Walker anymore. So do I have to say any more? I don't know. I just it hurts that Paul's not there anymore. Just
Yeah,
it feels like there's
I'm
something missing.
excited to see. To, yeah, I'm curious to see Fast Nine, but yeah, without Paul Walker, these movies is just
Just there's
weak.
something missing, and it's
Then
soulless
you
to
have to
me.
rush to
It's just
put, yeah, and I'm one of those people who I didn't mind Hobbs and Shaw. I thought it was okay, but the one playing the sister, you could have been better. You could have gotten someone else, but I did I liked The Rock. I liked Jason Statham, and for the little screen time she had, I thought Isaac Gonzalez was okay. But
yeah.
yeah, I can
But Idris
understand
Elba and Vanessa
why
Kirby
you're
do
not
nothing
excited
for me.
for it.
I'm the Block Superman. No,
I
you're
don't
not.
mind.
Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, it's
I
just like
don't.
it was a cartoon.
I
Did you see the trailer? It looked like a cartoon to me. And most of the movies in the franchise
yeah.
are a
I don't.
cartoon, but they're fun cartoons.
But yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind those two actors, but I can see why you. I understand why you're not into them, and it's okay. You're not a racist. Anybody who says you're a racist, you're wrong. They're wrong.
Hmm.
But I don't blame you for putting that in number four. Because honestly, at this point, I still go by what I said. They should have ended it with the seventh movie.
Hmm.
Fast Nine. My number four, they just have to do. They just have to freaking do this. Doolittle, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it looks awful.
Really,
I've seen the original
really,
a lot.
I liked the first two with Eddie Murphy. I liked the first two.
Hmm.
The direct-to-video sequels with Kyla Pratt, they're there. They're not the
Yeah,
worst things ever, but
yeah.
do we really need this? Granted, you have a talented cast. I'll give you
Hmm.
that. And Robert Downey Jr. I love Robert Downey Jr. and I'm probably gonna watch it just for him. But
Hmm.
the thing is, it's just not needed. And granted, the
It's not,
effects on
no.
the animals look good,
But it's CGI. It looks like the Jungle Book
but
again.
but yeah,
It's not
I
there. They're
don't
not real. They're just
care enough to get. Yeah, I don't care enough to 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 want to watch this. Okay, hopefully it could surprise me, but at this point, my I'm just gonna keep my expectations low in case.
yeah. I'm skipping it because I love the original so much. I saw the original as a kid, and this one just seems like it's just unnecessary. It's another reboot we don't need.
But yeah, what is your third least anticipated?
Yeah, this is a Disney movie, but no, it's not Mulan. I promise. There's no Disney remakes here. This is based on a ride that I never went on, so I don't care. Jungle Cruise. I
Jungle
don't care,
Cruise.
guys. I'm sorry. Not a fan. The Rock has to take a break at least a year because he's doing a movie every year now, like 8 movies a year. This one just it's a skip for me. I just think that it's based on a ride, and that Tomorrowland didn't do well, and well, John Carter didn't do well. That wasn't based on a ride, but and Pirates of the Caribbean, they're mixed value. I watch those movies for Johnny Depp and the fight scenes and the visuals, and that's about it. But this has none of that. This doesn't have any intrigue for me whatsoever. So
Yeah, yeah, and people give Johnny Depp crap. The guy is a great actor.
at least he's not doing
I thought he was
this.
awesome. I thought he was awesome in Crimes of Grindelwald, and we're gonna get him in
Mhm.
Fantastic Beasts 3. So
Yeah, deal with it.
anybody who wants to defend Amber Heard, go ahead. But I I was on the fence, someone who liked Amber Heard, but after what she did to him,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, I sided with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd rather see
my third
ano- uh,
least. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Let me check. I'm checking the Jungle Cruise. Who else is in the cast besides The Rock and Emily Blunt? I'm just not interested. Like it's coming out in the summer. Yeah, it's gonna get destroyed by other
Wonder
movies.
Woman and Black
Yeah,
Widow.
Wonder Woman
The
and Black Widow and
Black
whatever Pixar
Widow.
movies coming out. You got
Yeah,
Jack Whitehall. I've never heard of him. Edgar Ramirez, Jesse Plemons. He was in Game Night. Paul Giamatti. Yeah, it's a mixed cast, but it just feels like it's going to be more diversity just for diversity's sake. And Disney already has that. You got Black Panther. You
look,
have
I don't
all these other
mind
movies too.
diversity. I don't mind
Yeah, Spider-Man:
diversity,
Far From
but
Home. That had
for goodness
diversity.
sake, yeah, I don't mind diversity, but for goodness sake, just can't. Just, if you have to put diversity, just do it in the natural way. Don't
Yeah, don't force it in there
don't shove it.
in our face because they did that with Charlie's Angels and it flopped anyway.
Like, wait till I get to my worst movies of 2019. I'm
Yeah, I can't wait to
gonna.
see it. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna share it on Facebook and Twitter just so that I could get a laugh because I need it.
Mm-hmm. Because that's one thing I always do when it comes to my worst of and my rants is to make you laugh.
Hmm.
My third least anticipated movie. No, it's not Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm actually want to see that. I've
Yeah, for
seen
Jim
the
Carrey, he'll make
receipts.
me laugh at least.
My third now, my third least anticipated movie of 2020. I can't believe you're making this into live action. I grew up with this, this well loved character, Clifford the Big Red Dog in live action. I
Sounds
grew up
stupid.
with
Yeah.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. Are you freaking kidding me? This should easily be animated. If it was
Hmm.
animated, I'd be all in for it. But no, because you have to make this in live action, and then I'm just I just don't know why you have to do this. You're only doing this just to anger me as a Charlie, as a well, I almost said Charlie's Angels fan. I mean, as a Clifford fan, as someone who grew up with Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I read the books when I was a
Hopefully,
kid.
you get the casting of. You better get the casting of Emily Elizabeth Wright and the casting of Clifford Wright, because that may be the only thing that might get me a little bit interested. But until
Mhm.
I see a trailer, I'm not interested. Until I see a trailer, I'm not interested. Now we'll we'll both talk about our number two and number ones, and then we'll end this. So let's
Hmm.
go to John's number two, so he
It's a
can
tie.
let it out.
It's a tie, but so far, one is Venom 2, which is I don't know if it's coming out next year, but I'm gonna put it anyway. And Morbius, because Sony, I don't trust you. I already gave you my time, and you ruined Ghostbusters, you ruined Venom, and with Spidey, you try to interfere and try to steal him away. I'm like, I just don't trust you guys anymore. Just make game systems. Stop making movies. Stop producing films because you're not good at it.
Yeah.
I see that logo and I cringe.
You
I'm like, it's like the Lucasfilm for me now.
honestly, without the Sony logo, it should easily be Columbia TriStar without the Sony logo.
Exactly. Because it hurts. When I see that, I'm like, oh
You
great,
actually
this is gonna suck.
you actually Bill with Spider-Man into Spider-Verse, and I thank you for that because you gave me Miles Morales and you gave me an interracial relationship that I like. What is wrong with
Yeah,
interracial relationships, people? Tell me.
yeah,
I
I'm
want to
into
know.
that. It's as natural as breathing air, so they should shut up about, oh, it's woke. No, it's not. It's part of the
If
canon.
you want to
So
have, if you want to have the right to say something that's woke, Charlie's Angels 2019 is your thing because that I don't want to see a freaking SJW version of Charlie's Angels because it has no reason to be in a freaking movie about three women who kicks ass.
Exactly. Did you see the TV show
I
or the
haven't
two
seen
movies with?
this. I haven't seen the '70s show, but after sitting through that movie, I'll gladly watch that. It's got to be
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
But
It's not a comedy, it's like a crime drama, but the girls are mostly good in it, except in the fourth season. That is the weakest season, but the rest of it is really good.
but yeah, I can. You can go on with your number three.
Well, I did. I'm up to my number one
Oh,
now.
you. I
I
meant
did.
you. I meant your number two.
Yeah, I already
Okay,
said it.
now
Morbius. I'm not looking forward to. I'm
and
sorry.
Venom two.
So I don't trust. Yeah, I don't trust Sony.
Number two. Wait a minute. Number five. Number four. Number three. So yeah, we are on number two. So yeah, my number two. I had to choose in between which of these two movies I dread the most. And number two is After We Collided. Oh my god. Let me just take this in. Let me just take this in, okay?
Let me look that up. I never heard of it. After the Collide, we said.
This is the sequel. After We Collided is the sequel to the bull crap that I had to suffer back in April, which was After.
Oh, after, yeah,
Why
that.
is
Oh,
this
I'm not seeing it. No,
why
I
is
refuse.
why is this movie a freaking thing? We can't get a sequel
April, yeah.
to Dread. We can't get a sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a true sequel with Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara. I can't even get a freaking. We can't even get a freaking sequel to
Tron 3.
Alita Battle Angel, which, yeah, Tron 3 with Olivia Wilde and Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we get a sequel to Alita Battle Angel because that was good. But
yeah, I've heard
of
this was
all the
good.
movies that can get sequels, you choose to make this as a
It's
sequel?
not needed. This is just bad Twilight fan fiction again.
No, this is worse than Twilight. The first one is
Yeah,
worse
even
than
Watch
Twilight
Mojo said
because
that.
of
It
the
said, "Come back, Twilight.
thematizing.
All is forgiven." Because this movie just seems like it's got pretentious written all over it when it comes to
And
its message and
the
all that.
thing is, yeah, I hated the first movie. I had a few
I know.
positives. The cinematography, the the soundtrack was fine. I didn't mind Josephine Langford and a few of the cast members, but that wasn't enough to get me through the hour and 46 minutes of the message that you shoved, which you romanticize the fact that it's okay to cheat on
No, it's not.
someone you love, and also you romanticize the fact that it's okay to take abuse from. I hate
No,
that message, and I am not for
I
cheating
spit on that
on
message.
people.
I spit right in the face of those writers that just said that. Ugh.
Not
See, to all
only
the boys I
for
loved
the
before,
two
that's better.
characters, yeah, and thank goodness it's getting two more sequels. Thank goodness,
Yeah,
because I like the
that's a
blend
good
of
story.
both
I saw it with my sister, and it was really, really sweet and I don't know, human. It's humane. It's not this inhuman garbage that we get in theaters now.
yeah. The fact that you have to make this fucking sequel pisses me off. I the characters were Tessa and Harden. They are unlikable. I would have cared more if you didn't make them so unlikable. Harden have them. He's basically Christian Grey 2.0 with a mix of
Ugh,
freaking any abuser.
like
And the
like
thing
Edward.
is
Yeah,
a decent enough actor. Is a decent enough actor. I've seen Harold Fiennes Tiffin act in Harry Potter and the Half Blood Prince in the flashback. The guy has potential. It's just the script doesn't do him anything. Not to mention you waste. The only reason why Tessa's into him is because he's hot. It's and
it's
then
not
you
enough.
forget the number one rule in a romance movie. The number one rule in a romance movie is that you need to care about both of your leads in order for us to give a care about them to see them together. Your main
Hmm.
lead, I'm not gonna blame. I can't blame Josephine Langford. It is not her fault. It's the script.
It
I can't
is,
even
and
lie.
I
Selma Blair, she was the best character in the. She was the best character in the entire movie, and she's in real life. She is dealing with health issues right
yeah, with
now, but she
scoliosis.
was the
Yeah, I know.
best character in the movie. She was the best character besides the black character in the movie. And the thing is, these young actors they have potential. Just is not their
I
fault.
know.
I just I just like this is gonna be worse than the first one, and the fact that we got a sequel in less than a year after the first help me because if I have to sit through these sequels to after, I'm gonna I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
not wasting my time.
yeah, don't waste your time on the first after. If you want to see overall, there are better romance movies you could watch. Titanic, yes, it is a long movie, but you know what? I cared about Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Even if I don't like the dialogue in Attack of the Clones, I somewhat cared about Anakin and Padme.
Yeah,
Even freaking Miles and Gwen Stacy in Spider Verse.
and that's a cartoon.
It's just sad. The
Hmm.
excuse if you give please have some better romance movies in 2020 to cleanse me from these after sequels.
Hmm.
Please. Now you can go ahead and give your number one.
Yeah, number one is a DC movie coming out in February. I don't care for this rainbow colored mess. After Joker, you're not going to top that. I'm sorry, with your R-rated other nonsense, and that's Birds of Prey. I hated Suicide Squad. I thought Margot Robbie was annoying in it. The only thing I liked was Will Smith. The rest of the cast I could care less about. This I do like the other actresses, Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Journey Smollett, but they're gonna probably have less to do than Margot, and just it's gonna piss me
She
off.
Mar- Mary Elizabeth, she reminds me of Brie Larson a little bit.
Yeah, with
In the
brown
eyes.
hair, the big eyes, and the light skin. Yeah,
But, but yeah, you can finish saying what you want to say about Birds of Prey.
yeah. I just don't care. Like it could be R, and it's just gonna be like they're gonna force our F bombs in there. They're gonna force CGI blood, and I'm like, yeah, you're not Deadpool. You're not gonna be better than that. Sorry. And the female empowerment is not going to work next year. It's going to be a new decade, new era. People want new content. They don't want the same garbage from before.
All I'm gonna say is that if you want to keep doing female empowerment, please have some dignity for the man.
Hmm.
Captain Marvel 2 is gonna do it when it eventually comes out.
Yeah.
Now, for my number one least anticipated movie, I know Kenneth is excited for this. That's fine. I know that he's a fan of the first one. I am not. It is one of the worst movies of this decade. Is the worst comic book movie of this decade. Is the Antichrist of superhero movies, and that movie I'm not excited for. Venom 2.
Yeah.
Why is just getting made? Why is Venom 2 a freaking thing? Why do we have two Venom movies? Why do we have two after movies? But but Tron 3 Deadpool can't even get a third movie right now. Why aren't there three Deadpool movies? But we got
Because
Venom
of
2.
yeah.
That first Venom movie made enough money to make a freaking sequel. Are you
I
freaking
don't get it.
hell?
I couldn't
Oh,
stomach it again.
bro.
It hurts.
Look,
It's wasted
I
potential.
I hated the first. Yeah, Venom. You had potential there. Even when I first saw it, I was like, there is potential for it to be good. If you would just went with the R rating and had a better villain, maybe I would have forgiven you a little bit. I don't mind Tom Hardy as the character. I didn't mind Michelle Williams running around with long hair. I'm not gonna complain, but the villain in that movie was crap.
Yeah.
Half the time, I don't know what tone you're going for. The
No.
musical score by Ludwig Göransson, who also did music for Black Panther, that was a good score, and I didn't mind the song by Eminem, Venom. I didn't mind the song, but it's just the fact that Sony has to. I'll give you this. Hope you do have Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. I'll give you that. And Andy Serkis is directing it. I'll give you that. Maybe maybe it could be better, but unless you go for a hardcore R and you learn from your mistakes, I'm not watching this.
I'm not wasting my time.
You need to learn from your mistakes before I consider. And don't worry, each of the movies that you listed off for your most anticipated honorable mentions and least anticipated will be in the description down below. But it's just the fact that you outgross Wonder Woman as one of the highest grossing superhero movies. How dare
It's
you
garbage. I don't
outgross
get it.
Gal Gadot? How dare you? And the thing is, I like Tom Hardy. I didn't mind. He was not the problem as Bane, even though I couldn't understand. You could. The guy is the guy's a good actor. He's an Oscar nominee for crying out loud. And you give him a lazily written script. For God's sakes, Sony,
Hmm.
if you ain't gonna put any effort into this, why don't you just make movies that people want to see? Give me
Hmm.
more of Haley Steinfeld's Gwen Stacy and Shamik Moore's Miles Morales. Give me a spot movie with Spider Ham. I'll even take a movie with Penny Parker and freaking a standalone
Robot,
Gwen
right?
Stacy movie. Yeah, I like Penny Parker and the robot. And hopefully in the MCU we get to see Miles Morales because I do want to see how they do that in live action. But Venom 2, until you show me that you care in the trailers, I'm really gonna be hesitant about this because it's just gonna be the same exact crap over again. And this is coming from the same guy, me, who was not excited for Joker. And look what happened. Look
$1 billion.
what happened with Joker. I was surprised because they actually put some effort. Had you put at least the slightest bit of effort in Venom, I would have forgiven you. But no, it is the worst. But Venom 2, I'm not excited for it. I can watch the first one as a guilty pleasure and not think about it as a Venom movie. But when I think of it as a Spider-Man related film and as a
Yeah,
movie
it's
without Spider-Man
upsetting.
and as a movie with Venom, it's upsetting. But as a guilty pleasure, just like I do with the Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie, I can get through it. So we've been going on for an hour and 33 minutes. That's
Just
still
like my
short.
podcast. Yeah, it's not 3 hours.
So yeah, I'm sorry that I had to go on tantrum, and I'm sorry I had to defend Brie Larson a little bit, but it's my channel. I'm gonna do whatever the heck I want to do on here. So
Hmm.
that was our most anticipated of 2020 live stream, added with honorable mentions and least anticipated. Let us know some of your most anticipated honorable mentions and least anticipated are in the comments down below. Do you agree with some
Hmm.
of our picks? Tell them where they can find you.
Uh, yeah, I'm John Avenger 7 1985. You can find me on YouTube. I have a Twitter, and I have an Amazon wish list, and I'm also on Facebook. I'm Johnny Rod, so you can find me there as well.
You can find me on my social medias at Facebook, my my actual profile, Joshua Drake, my actual channel page, Also, find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Stardust, the Stardust app, where I post 30-second reactions. Letterbox, I do have an Amazon wish list, and also this is going to be uploaded to Spotify as part of my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be episode 3. So, and also, if you are not subscribed to the Epitasticness, be sure to come over and subscribe. We're at 1.3K subscribers. Congratulations. You be sure to use the hashtag join the Epitasticness. Also, check out my official merchandise store. I'll see you guys in the next video. And join the Epitasticness as always. You can check out John Avenger on his channel. And don't ask him to review Star Wars Episode 9 because he is not going to
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna do it,
So
guys.
don't.
I have no interest. I'll just see the Mandalorian. I'll review that instead when I get to that on Disney
Yeah,
Plus. Maybe.
the Mandalorian is great so far.
Yeah. No SJW agendas in that.
So
I
yeah,
heard. So I'm intrigued a bit. So
nope. So we'll see you guys for when we appear on Tavia's channel for Crisis on Infinite
Infinite
Earths.
Earths next Sunday. Go watch it, guys, and to make sure you watch it on your DVRs or on Netflix or wherever you can watch it. DC streaming service. Just watch that and support it because it's going to be huge next week. So see
It's
you
gonna
guys
be
next
5
time.
parts, and it's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone.
See.